All right, we are going to try to talk you real quick on how to remove a camshaft out of like a little John Deere 50. I'm sure it's kind of similar to a B. I can't tell you for sure. I've never done one. Hell, I've never done this until today. But we were going ahead and upgrading pistons and doing some more block work, and we've ordered a new camshaft and some pistons and stuff from Rama Performance up there out of South Dakota. Anyway, so obviously the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drain the coolant, drain the oil, engine oil. Obviously you're going to want to go ahead and remove your covers, get everything out of the way. We don't have, on our accessory drive, we don't have any fans or anything. Everything is electronic, so that makes it easier for us to get that BS out of the way. So you're going to start with removing your carburetor, get all that trash out of the way. Remove your cover, remove your inspection cover, get your block out, or get your head off, get your valve cover off, get your block off, rocker arms, push tubes. All that stuff's pretty straightforward. Where you get into the crazy stuff is, it's not necessarily crazy, but it's just stuff that'll catch you with your britches down. So once you have your block and all that stuff out of the way, you remove your governor housing, get it out of the way. So right here is going to be your cam gear poking up, and obviously there's going to be a cam cap right here, cam bearing, and you'll have another cam bearing right here that you got to get to. So in order to get to this guy over here, all this crap's got to come off. And it's not that bad. The first thing you're going to want to do is obviously get rid of your tire. Make it a lot. I'm sure you could do it on wider stance tractors, but not ours. Go ahead and remove your brake. First thing you do to remove your brake is remove your brake drum. Just one big nut. Get it off, and then you got three bolts right there. It's pretty straightforward. Comes right off. Once that's out of the way, next thing you're going to want to do is you've got to take your clutch out. I don't know. It probably should be a video of its own. The clutch and the clutch driver. I'll try to make a video on that. I'm sure there's some better ones than I can do on the internet. But so, let's pretend you know how to get your clutch off. If you're doing this, you know how to get your clutch off. Anyhow, so now we've got all this shit out of the way, or this crap out of the way. We're going to go right here, and we're going to go ahead and pull our entire housing off. So, in order to do that, you remove your clutch forks as well. Don't forget about that. That's 4 bolts. 4 bolts and a pin. That's your clutch fork. It bolts right up to the front of your housing. Right there. No big deal. Get all that stuff out of the way. And then you're going to come in right here and pull all these bolts out of the way. You got 2 lineup dowels. You got this guy right here. You got to take this nut off to get your housing off. Anyway, get all this guy out of the way. Now you're in here to the business end of this thing. This is where it gets kind of gray if you've never done one. So, first things first, you've got all this out of the way. You go down here on your tractor. There's 4 bolts that hold your gear pump on. You drop that out, and you drop your gear pump shaft down. There's another gear in there that'll fall out, so don't let that worry you or nothing. So your gear pump, your oil pump, hooks up to this shaft right there. So once that's out of the way, you're going to come up here on top, and there's 3 bolts that hold your lifter assembly on. Cam followers, if you will. That's this guy right here. So you're going to take all 3 of these out, and you're going to fish that dude out over here. Your cam followers are probably going to fall out. Right there. There they are. Anyway, get that guy out of the way. So the next thing you're going to have to do is right back up in here somewhere, right there, is your cam bearing. And it's a lubricated cam bearing on this tractor. So, in order to get this guy out, there is a line in here, and it goes from your oil pump, and it goes right up to there. So this is our line. So, to get this particular cap off, not only do you have to pull the line off, but you have to pull that fitting out. Once you get that fitting out, then you can get this guy off here in a minute. But we're not there yet. Right now, we've got our line out of the way. We've got our cam lifters out of the way, or cam followers out of the way. So we still have our cam bearings on both sides. This other side's not lubricated. This side's lubricated. So now you have your camshaft. It's right in here. Nothing's in the way. I'll show you here in a minute. You've got 3 bolts on your camshaft. They come in from this direction. And on that cam gear, it's going to have a little tang. 3 little tangs, actually. So here's what we're talking about. Here's your cam gear. So your cam gear is going to be bolted to your cam. You're going to take a little screwdriver and pop all 3 of these loose. Here's your cam. Right here's what we're... So this cam actually goes right there like that. Anywho, so the best way to tack those guys is when that cam gear is going to be right here. So you can roll that cam around or roll your crank around, and you can push up all 3 of those tangs one at a time. Once you've done that, you break all 3 of those bolts loose, get them out of your way. That tang is one kind of like a U shape. Get it out of the way. Now you're here. You've got your line loose from the inside of here. You got your fitting out. This is safety wired also, or should be. So you've got 2 bolts with a safety wire. Clip it, take your bolts out, and then you've got another one over here. Anyway, now you remove those guys. So once you've got these out of your way, your camshaft is just kind of hanging in here. Just hanging out. So once you've got this guy out, this other guy out, your cam gear is loose, you can actually walk that camshaft partially out this bore, and then you can push it back in and take it out right here. So that like I say, that's what I was wanting to watch a video on, because I was worried. I was kind of nervous about this myself. It's not that big a deal. I'll try to do a camshaft degreeing video once I know how to do it. I'll do my best to make a video. Brian Rommel up there in South Dakota is going to help me over the phone, and I'm sure I've got a couple friends that can help somebody as ignorant as I am when it comes to doing something that requires mathematics. But we will we'll make a video of that the best we can. I hope this helps somebody out, and I would like to watch the one to begin with. Anyway, that's a lot of stuff to get that one little guy right there, but hopefully it will make a large difference. Anyway, if I forgot something, I'm sorry. I don't think I have. I've made this video like 6 times just trying to make sure I covered everything. Anyway, guys, good luck. And worst case, if there's something you can't figure out, look up Rommel Brothers Performance in South Dakota. And those dudes are great, man. They'll help you. You don't have to spend a fortune with them or nothing like that. They're good people, and they'll do their best to help you if you get in a bind. Believe me, I have been in plenty of binds, mostly because of my own ignorance. Anyway, good luck.